Hello, vlog people. The dogs are going crazy. This is part 2 of the car thing with Diane asking questions in the car. The dogs are going insane. I'm running out to a movie. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. Here's part 2.
I just love the bit you do with your accompanist on let's call the whole thing off, pronouncing either the same way and acting like you don't understand the song.
Yeah.
Who wrote that bit, and can my husband and I borrow it next time we perform together?
Well, of course I came up with that bit. It's just it's old schlocky vaudeville, and you know, you can't copyright a bit. So the very fact that we're actually answering this question means you can steal whatever you want from me. God knows if I see an idea, I steal it. I usually make it my own, and I don't steal directly a bit. But you know what? If it makes some, I'll tell you what. I have one rule: you can't go to too much trouble for a laugh. You can't. You really can't.
And boy, have we.
Boy, do we know that this week. That's an inside story. Anyway, so I say steal it. Just make sure that you don't, like if you get a television special or whatever, don't use it, because I get to use it on large media things. You can use it at a cocktail party. Okay, what's next?
Okay. Why don't you release your product to radio and promote singles for airplay?
Well, you know what? I'm probably in a lot of the next project will. The next CD that we're doing will, I would imagine. Especially because we're going to have some great promotion with it. But the reason I haven't in the last few records is because they haven't been like top 40 records. They've been very adult contemporary, or they've been the orchestral stuff. And so they are on the radio, on specialty radio, but they haven't been on mainstream radio. But I think the next record could qualify for that. And there's your answer.
All right, next up. In the past few months, the Broadway musical adaptation of the movie 9 to 5 has been in rehearsals and getting good buzz from the industry insiders. The question is, what do you think about becoming a Broadway show? Would you see it, and have you ever met Dolly?
I'll see anything. I saw Carey, okay? I'll see anything. The musical, Carey.
Oh,
during the 4 performances that it was on, I saw it. It was fantastic. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's kind of like watching the pre-things for American Idol, actually. You know what? I think this sounds like a great musical, and I love the movie. And in fact, when I was in my very early 20s, not even, maybe like 19, I was like 19, Bruce Newberg and I climbed over the 20th Century Fox Studios fence, snuck onto the lot, snuck into a soundstage where they were shooting 9 to 5, the movie. I was kind of full of myself then. Anyway, there were a bunch of Japanese businessmen that I think had co-financed the film, and they were all standing in a long line and bowing as Dolly Parton and Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin came by, sort of bowing, you know. And so I just got on line with them. And the girls came down and they were like bowing, and I just kind of bowed and pretend. I think I imitated the Japanese, whatever the Japanese was. And then Jane Fonda kind of looked at me and she goes, "You're not supposed to be here, are you?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And she winked at me like this. "I won't tell." That was so neat. Anyway, neat. I've never used that word. I have to make sure that we're not passing the airport. No, we're not. You know, I get carried away.
I know.
So I think it'll be a great musical. Of course I'll see it. And yes, I've met Dolly Parton, and she is absolutely lovely.
Oh, sorry. I think you'd be a fantastic mentor
Step it up, Diane.
on next season's Star Search. I mean, American Idol. What can we do to make this happen?
I think that would be fun. Why don't we start a letter writing campaign? Start a vlog. I don't know how you do this.
You call Paula, don't you?
You what?
Call Paula Abdul.
Paula Abdul. I don't think calling Paula would do a lot of good, because, hey, Paula, you're so busy showing everybody your freaky, dirty laundry, and like that how volatile you are, and how sort of entitled you are. What happened? Like 5 years ago, you were a normal person, and now you're freaking out because somebody put a birdcage in your house that you let them design without looking, and then you cried about it. You will see the gift that I am. Paula, don't say that out loud. Personally, Paula, I think I'm a gift too. But I don't say it like that. I don't say it like, let other people say it. Diane, do you think I'm a gift?
Of course you're a gift, but you're very humble about it.
See? See? Okay, go on.
Oh, Paula.
I don't even remember what the question... Oh, so start a letter... I'd love to be on American Idol, and I won't say anything nasty about anybody.
Special guest on American Idol.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know that you were the reason why Star Search survived its first season, and also you were way ahead of your time. You stepped out of the box and showed the public for the first time what emotional, heartfelt singing was. And I believe that this is what's missing in today's young performers. What do you think?
Wow. Well, thank you so much. I'll tell you what, I have been accused of ruining pop music. I actually read an article once that said because Sam was so heartfelt and all this emotional that it prompted all these, you know, the Mariah Careys and the Christina Aguileras. Well, if I'm responsible for that, then where's my percentage?
Really? Why
you know
are
what?
you
I
driving
do
me to the
actually.
airport?
I don't. Why am I driving you to the airport? In fact, why am I? I'm pulling over. You know what? I think that is missing a lot today, but there are certainly singers, and particularly songwriter-singers, who are singing with that. Heartfelt singing doesn't necessarily mean holding notes or, you know, do it in that way. It means telling the truth in a lyric. And by the way, the reason that I had an issue with like the Mariah Carey thing, and I love Christina Aguilera, but Mariah Carey has this incredible instrument, but she doesn't listen to her words, in my opinion. She doesn't. I want to take her in a room and give her an acting lesson because she's got this great voice, but she doesn't really listen to the words. She affects what the words she thinks they're supposed to mean or feel, but that doesn't mean it's heartfelt. The sound of heartfelt doesn't mean heartfelt. So yeah, I agree with you, and I do think that honesty is the thing, even regardless of the quality of the voice. Am I just going off on a tangent?
No, you're fine.
I
Watch
wish
out,
we
watch
had
out,
time.
watch out.
Oh, nearly was killed. That's the same
guy
who tried to kill me before. Don't you wish we had time to stop off at Ikea?
Yes.
We don't. Burbank is so unattractive, can I just tell you? Look at this. It's like an industrial wasteland.
Careful, people are starting to get crazy.
Yeah, okay.
It's getting nutty now. Okay.
All right.
We're on the last one, and thank
Where the
goodness.
hell is the airport?
We're almost there, right?
Yeah, but I thought it was... Okay, go on.
Are we all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I found you on iTunes after I performed Grease with my high school. I always wanted to find a name to match the amazing voice I looked up to. Now that I found you on YouTube and MySpace, I am completely amazed.
Oh.
You can rock, roll, pop, and soul.
Isn't that nice?
And that's a little rhyme I made up just for you.
It's a
Point
poet.
in case, you're incredible, and I want you to sing at my wedding.
There's no question?
No question.
I have a comment. May I make a comment?
Absolutely, that's the last one.
First of all, if you just did Grease in high school, what are you thinking about getting married for already?
Exactly.
Please don't get married when you're 19 years old. And I won't sing at that because you know what? You'll be asking me to sing at your divorce. So I say you wait till you're 25 or 28 or 32 and then get married. I hope I haven't passed the airport. I get so involved in, well, myself that I forget. Oh, no, we're fine. Buena Vista, which is also the exit that you take for Disney. Okay, Diane, it has been such a joy to spend the week with
you. The end of that sentence was supposed to be you, but my camera battery died on my little flip camera that I showed you. It takes AA batteries, but I guess it really eats them up. But we got through that whole long interview. I've just come home from the Bourne Ultimatum, which I really enjoyed. I love the Bourne movies, and I think Matt Damon is fantastic. A little puffy in this, but very fantastic. But I'll tell you what, it should have been called the Bourne Sound Effects because that's kind of all I could think of. It was incredible sound effects. Not much of a story, kind of Manchurian Candidate-ish, kind of, not much. It was really just one long chase scene, which was incredible, incredibly shot. But not a lot of stuff, And normally I can't care about something or somebody unless there's the stuff under it. So anyway, but I enjoyed it. The Bourne Sound Effects movie. But I did see a great movie that I love that was made for about the 1/1,000,000th of the cost, and that was Once. Have you seen Once? Oh my God, run to see this movie. It takes you a minute to warm up into it because it's so raw. But it is beautiful. And the soundtrack is amazing. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Have a great day and do something wonderful for somebody. All right, peace.